Hello guys, today we are going to see how to make a model building named Greenland Tower, which is a skyscraper. I really like the facade which they did, and I want to teach you guys how to make that facade in Rhino 3D. And I used to teach you in between certain commands, so that teaching a command by with an example is always helpful to you and for you to understand the command. And you can also try this command separately, and you can show me the results so that I can say some commands and you can correct it. So so let's go into the video. So before we going into video, if you didn't subscribe our channel, please subscribe so that you will get the notifications of the video which we are going to post about Rhino 3D. So that's it. Okay, let's go into the video. So the first command which I'm going to use is polygon. So I'm just taking the command by typing polygon in the command prompt. So it's asking for the center of the inscribed polygon. So before we go into that, if you want to change the size, so you go into number slides. So you click in number of sides. So you can change the number of size and you can give input value of your polygon size like 10 to 15. I gave 16, so that is basic. Now it's asking for center of the inscribed polygon again. So I'm giving center as 0 comma 0. So now it's asking for the corner of the polygon, and I'm giving the corner of the polygon as 25, so that I get a polygon with a radius of 25, okay, and with the size of 16. So now I'm just selecting the polygon and using extrude curve command, extrude curve command. So that I'm giving the extrusion distance as 35 to make a line into 3D figure. So I'm just using extrusion to extrude, but I don't see any solid or any shades or any faces because the mode is in wireframe. We should change the mode now. So let's go into the tab, click on the small arrow, you will get a tab. So in that, click to shaded. So now we got the shade mode. So now it's looking like a extrusion. So now you can see the extrusion done with the 35 value. So now I'm just selecting the polygon and I'm going to use the solid control points command. So I'm just going to solid tab and pressing the solid control point command. This is solid control point on command, so you can get it from command prompt. So solid points on, or else you can use it here. So it depends on your convenience and the comfort. So I used to take from the tab. So we got the solid control points, that is the control point of the solid is being visible right now, so that we can edit the control points now. So now I'm just double clicking the tab of the, it's like if you want to maximize or minimize, you can use you should double click the tab of any viewport. The gray color is known as the viewport. So I'm just selecting the control points from the top tab, because if I use top tab for the selection, I could make the if I select the top of the point which is below, that is which is straight perpendicular parallel to the point in underneath, will also be selected. So that's the reason I used to select it in top view. So if you want, you can check it in perspective. So you see, so in this perspective you can see top and bottom has been selected, but I just choose top, but fortunately it has been selected by use the selectioning. So and I want to select the intermediate point, that is I am leaving one point in between of the selection. So just select the intermediate points. So now I am maximizing the perspective tab. So the selection has been done. So I am just using the gumball, that is the tricolor thing, and just moving the points which is selected to a distance of 25. So this tricolors, with this tricolor gumball, you can scale, rotate, move, and you can copy. So it is like it is used to be, it's a similar icon we can see in all the 3D modeling software like Maya, CDS Max. You can see when you press hold, you get copies. So you can do many things with this. So I'm going to post a separate video for this gumball alone. Now I'm just dragging the points to a distance, so with a value of 25. You can give the value by type, or else you can give a random value. So I gave 25 as the value. So I got this structure, or this facade. So this is like a crown, the crown. Okay, so I want a copy of two of this, so I'm just using copy command and just copying this. So I'm just copying, this is one, and I need two copies of this on the above. So the copy has been done. I'm just selecting and using solid points on. So the solid points are now selecting the top two rows of the control points and the intermediate row of the control points together. So now the selection of these points is like it's your choice. If you want to try different facade, you can try according to it. I want the replica of the model which I showed in the cover, so I'm just using 1.25 in the blue. I'm just clicking the blue square and giving 1.25, so it will move the points on the both the axis with the 1.25 measurements. I'm doing the same with the red dot, so that you will get a perfect one when you do on the both axes. So we'll get a facade like this. So if you want to try something new, different, you can change the points. It will be interesting. Just give a try. Don't select the point which I selected. Just try some points randomly and just do this. You will get the, you will know, you will see the difference. So this is the model which I need. So everything is done. Yeah. So I'm just selecting the top two part, not the bottom one. I'm just leaving the bottom one, just the top two, and copying it above. So I need a copy of number 5. So I'm done with the copy. So this is fine. The model is fine. So I just took a 5 copy. So I'm just selecting and giving a count so that whether I missed something. But at the top, just copy this one and just place it here so that you will get a closed figure. So I need, because the model it's just a replica of which I showed, so that's the reason I'm just using the one. So it's not a big deal. If you won't give it a try, you can say. So I'm just selecting the polygon and pressing alt and dragging above. So if you press alt and use gumball, then it becomes a copy. So I'm just copying the polygon above, and now I'm selecting the model and just scaling so that it could be this. So I'm using scale 1D command. So it's scale 1 axis and it matches the height where I kept the polygon. So now I'm going to use line command. So it's asking for start of the line, so I'm giving end of the line. So now I'm using scale 1D. So I need a line to be on the both side of the model. Now I'm going to use offset command. So offset, I'm going to give a reference line. So actually there I need an offset command of that is 60 distance, 60 meters. The distance should be 60 meters. So I need four lines with a offset distance of 60. So I'm just changing the distance to 60, so it will give you the gradation. After 60 you will just need to reduce the value. So one line, two, four. So the four line has been done. Now I'm just changing it to 45. So then after 45, then I'm just changing into 35. Then after 35 to 25, 25 to 10, say 25 to 15, 15 to 14, 14 to 10. So it depends. It's like the gradation is simply depends on your like on your comfort. I'm just leaving it, but I am just doing it because like I need more gradation. So the top part should be so compressed and the bottom part should be elongated, so I need that. So I'm just using this value. So you just create whatever value you like. So I'll just say, so these lines are not going to become in the model. These lines are just for reference to where you need to compress and where you need to elongate. That's why. So there's no, so that's why I'm giving these lines. So this line is full and full for reference purpose only. So I'm just changing the lines. Yeah, so I'm just changing the different offsets. So after you did with this line offset, like I think so this is the last one. So you can see the value which I given the command prompt. So I'm just selecting all the lines after this. So you get a gradation, right? So I'm done with my gradation. This is the gradation which I require. If you want to try, so just give the zero value. So I'm just selecting the lines and using scale 1D. So I'm just scaling so that it matches with my model height. So I got this. So I'm done with the scaling. So now I'm going to select the model and I'm going to use solid control point on. So now I'm going to use solid control points on. So after the control point is on, just drag. So I'm just selecting the first row of the points. I'm just unselecting the polygon which I selected by the selection. So I'm just dragging little bit down to the line which is on the top. Now next line to the top of the line, and the next row of line should be bottom of the line. Okay, so the line which is this line is the reference line. So one row of point should be above and another row of point should be below. So you should do this for all the lines. Okay, so just go down. So I need little bit down to the lines. So now next row of lines, so just select the next row of lines, then just raise it above, then below, then above, then below, then above, then below. So it's like you should do. So it's like I'm just selecting another row of line, then above. So above the reference lines. Okay, now another row of line, so it should be below the line. So you should do for the entire points in the below. So you should do this for the entire building. So after you done for the entire building, so just after you done, just check this and just delete the lines. We don't need the lines here. After this, we just use the line for the reflex. So we got a facade like this. Wow, this look like the same which we. Now I'm going to use offset and offsetting the. So before offsetting, I'm going to join all the surface. So Control J. So that's a shortcut key to join. So I'm just using offset command. So the offset value is 2.5, just offsetting the polygon to create a down facade. So now I'm using surface from 2 to 3 curves. So I'm just using for 2 to 3 points. So with 3 points it will give you a plane like this. So I need the connection like this. I need a facade like this. So I'm just so only I did the offset for the reference. So now I got a structure like this for the closing. So now I'm going to use polar array because I can't go and copy rotate every all the sides, all the edges. So I can use polar array. So it's asking for center of the polar array. I'm giving 0 comma 0. Now it's asking number of items. Now item is 8, so it's a polygon of 16 sides. And this we are using 2, so it's 8. Now I gave it. So the pink color layout is the preview. In Rhino, every command will show you, most of the command will show you the preview. So if you're okay with the preview, then press enter or space so that you will get the final output. So you don't want to waste your time by using, you can see the preview. So now I'm just selecting all the sites which have been created, and I'm going to join with this sites with the other part of the model. So I'm just selecting all the model. I'm using Control J to join. So as I said before, Control J is the shortcut for joining. So joining has been done. So now I'm going to do for the top side. So now I'm going to use the same command, that is surface from 2 or 3 points. So before that, I'm drawing a line in the polygon. So identify the mid of the polygon. So it won't, like, it will be easy to identify if there is a line for reference. So that's why I'm just drawing it. See, it's like, so I'm just checking whether the mid is visible. Yeah, where is the mid? Where is the mid? Yeah, I'm just turning on. Yeah, yeah. See, oh, I got wrongly pinged. So now I got the mid. Yeah, the mid is visible. So now I'm just dragging no, just I'm going to create a surface with these 3 points. So that's why I'm just dragging that way I drag the polygon before on the top. So, and I'm going to use the same command. I'm going to create a surface with these 3 points. So you get a surface like this, so you will get a closing like this. Now I'm just selecting it and using mirror command. Yeah, so I got a perfect one. Now using Control J, so joining this 4 and using again polar array. So to get a around, also I'm using polar array. It's asking for the center. Now I'm giving the value as 8 and the angle as 360. So now I got the closing of the building. So now the facade has been closed with element which I want. So now I'm joining all the parts by using Control J. The joining has been done. So now I need to close the base. So you can use cap, but cap is not working here. So I'm just going to use polyline, POL. So now the cap is not working. Okay. So I'm using polyline. So it's asking the start of the polyline. So I'm just using the polyline on the outer skirt. I'm just tracing the outer lines with the polyline. So I want a surface to close, so only I'm just doing this, so that with this help of the polyline I can close the base. So the cap is not working, and I'm not ready to find out the mistake here. So I'm just using another alternative way. So I'm using patch after the polyline is done. So the patch has been done. If you don't get a planar surface, use patch. So patch is a different option where it will work definitely. So these are the alternative method. You don't want to wonder why it's not working, just go to the alternative method. So now we got the a solid, that is a figure, a irregular figure which is being closed in all the sides. So technically it's called as a solid if it been closed in all the sides. So if I know, so I'm using a rectangular surface, that is it's give you a rectangular plane. So now I'm just using offset surface command. No, offset surface command. So offset command, I'm giving a value of 0.3. So I got a surface with the offset. So now I'm just copying this. I'm just selecting and using copy. So with the copy distance of 4.3, using copy, the copy distance of 4.3. So the copy has been done. I'm just selecting this and using linear array command, and it's asking for number of item. I'm just giving the number of item as 160. So now it's asking for the reference point, so I'm giving a reference point like this. So you get a multiple layers like this, then just select the one which you don't need. So I am going to use Boolean Split. So Boolean Split. So I am just selecting the surface, the floors, and I'm just cutting. So it has not been done because we should not select the lower one. So we should select which is intersecting the model. So the lower one is not in. So I'm just giving Boolean select. Now it's asking to select the surface. So I'm just selecting all the unselecting the last part. Now it's asking for the cutting, so I'm just giving the model. So now the flows are being created. So I'm just creating the flows for the building. Because the building is in a irregular shape, you can't create building flows one by one. So I'm just using this command. So you get the flows, see. So you get the floors inside the building, which is required. So the flows is done with just a simple command by using Boolean split. Yeah. So now I'm just selecting this model and using mesh. I'm just turning the model into mesh. So the mesh has been done. So I'm just deleting the poly surface which is not required. So I'm just using mesh. So I'm just deleting the lines which is not required now. So yeah, after this you don't need of the lines because the model is literally done. So there is a little bit of tinkering works in it. So I'm just selecting. So we got the model. So I'm just selecting the entire model. Now I need a compression on the top. So I'm going to use cage edit. So now I'm going to select boundary box, then enter. So it's asking for a count. So in this I'm going to select the first row of the point. So I'm just selecting the first row, then I'm giving a value of 0.5 by pressing the green one. No, I'm giving a value of 0.5 by pressing the green box, and I'm giving the zero point 0.5 value by pressing the red box in that gumball. So you get the compression at the top. So now the model has been done. So I'm just deleting the cage edit which is not required. So I'm just selecting the cage edit and which is not required. So I'm just deleting it. So we got the model. So just like, okay, the model, let's change some modes to artistic. I'm just changing the mode to artistic. Okay, the model is done. I think so it looks similar to the model which I showed in the cover image. Just say your comments that whether it's similar, or if you can say, or if you have any doubts you can say on the comment section. And please, if you don't subscribe, please subscribe to our channel because we are going to post many videos like this in Rhino, Grasshopper and Maya. So it's like, so you will get an instant notification when you get a subscribe and pressing the bell icon. So thank you for watching the video. Tata, bye bye, have a nice day.